Well, good afternoon or good morning or good night, depending on where you are. Welcome to Not Too Old for This, and welcome to the first video of my self-imposed challenge getting to be monetized in 167 days. Why, I hear you not ask? Well, quite simply, as you would have seen across the YouTube, all those wonderful YouTubers who've already vlogged about it, that YouTube is increasing its requirements to become monetized. So although the number of subscribers is staying the same at 1,000, that the number of watch hours is doubling from 4,000 hours to 8,000 hours. I think that's right. Yeah, 4,000 to 8,000 hours. So what does that mean for people like myself? I have 2 subscribers and a couple of funky old videos that I've uploaded before, but just for fun, really. So I thought, what about creating a ridiculous challenge for myself with 167 days to go before they change the rules, to say, well, that gives me 126 or whatever it is. I better double check that, and my thumbnail I'll create will have the right number on it. But whatever number of days it is, I have to basically get monetized on the old rules, being the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, rather than the new rules from the 1st of February, which is obviously the 8,000 hours. So today is my first, in fact, video part of that series. I don't know how many times I'm going to actually upload. I'm going to try and do it much often. Much often. Probably just the normal amount of times that other people do it. However, if you want to have a giggle, go back and have a look at some of my old videos, and they go back. I think a few of them I've put in hiding. I might bring them out of hiding just for fun. So you go back and have a look. There's at least 2 or 3 of these, I'm getting started videos. I did some unboxing videos, some stuff from AliExpress, and a whole range of things which all pretty much flopped. So I probably did 1 or 2 videos and then decided, oh, well, stuff this. This is ridiculous. So actually I'm going to just not do it. So like probably millions of people. Oh, in fact, I was actually watching some YouTuber that was talking about the number of uploads there are every day, and it's like millions of uploads. So how the heck are you going to show yourself and become interesting to at least 1,000 people out there who are willing to listen to me chat on and chat on and chat on? So my name is Nick. I've started this channel Not Too Old for This. I am 53 years old. I'm recently left my job and I'm taking a 3 or 4 month sabbatical while I have my midlife crisis and decide how the heck I'm going to get to retirement age and have enough money to actually carry on if I'm fortunate enough to make it. So, as you know, cost of living has increased exponentially for absolutely everybody. There are challenges across the world. And so this is my little spot on YouTube where I am challenging myself to have a bit of fun along the journey. So why don't you join me? So what you can do, of course, like they all say, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to press the notification bell. Okay, that would be very handy for me because obviously I have a whopping 2 subscribers. Yes, not 1, but 2 subscribers. So I only have 998 subscribers to go before I get to the required 1,000 subscribers. and I probably only have 3,999 hours and 45 minutes to go until I tick that box too. So your help by liking, subscribing and notifying will be very helpful to me indeed. In fact, I want to, in this first video, I would like to make a shout out to my first ever subscriber, not somebody I knew. I deliberately didn't tell anybody I'm doing a YouTube channel because, I thought, no, I'm going to put it out there in the ether and see what happens. So I want to do a shout out to my first ever subscriber, and I know he was, and I know because he made a lovely comment on my video to say, well, actually, it wasn't my first ever video. I think it was my second sort of this year or something. He said, nice to see you again. So a shout out to a very nice chap. And I can't remember the name of the channel, but I will find it, and I will maybe the next video I think I'll give him a plug. But basically, he's a man in a shed. Yes, and very successful at what he does. He basically shares his views on life and while he's standing in his shed. And I really like it. And we have a lot in common, I have to say, if you know what I mean. And I thought that his take on life is very interesting. He does these outtakes at the end of his video, which I think are part of what makes it just so real and it's so good. So I will actually I don't know how to stop. I don't want to stop recording because, I'll lose track of things because I haven't quite worked out how to really well stop recording, then start again and put it all together and cut and paste. I'm hopefully going to do it without too much of a mistake and you get the good, the bad and the ugly. So, yes, so anyway, I've learnt quite a lot from watching his videos, and he's shot up in terms of his subscribers, gets thousands of comments, very impressive indeed. So, who am I? My name is Nick. I think I may have said this already. I'm 53 years old, and I live all the way at the bottom of the world in a place called New Zealand. And yes, indeed, we are not a huge country, but we are mighty. Right, so it's about 5 million people. Basically, it takes bloody hours to catch a plane to get to New Zealand. But it's worth it because it is a beautiful place. We're very, very privileged to live here. So look it up. Google it. Google New Zealand. I live in a big city called Auckland, and right in the middle of the city. Love it. Love it. So anyway, what am I going to talk about on all my different videos I'm going to do? Because, obviously there is some challenges to come up with enough interesting ideas to keep people interested and engaged, for longer than 20 seconds. So it's going to be a plethora of subjects. I plan on talking a bit about the challenges for those of us slightly more senior of technology and the good and the bad of it. So, and even if I look at doing this, right, is, the young ones, they're well used to mobile phones and doing selfies and talking about themselves and, looking like models and posing and all that bollocks, right? For us who are a little somewhat older, that basically, sorry, I don't know, or maybe it still just works. My phone seems to go to screensaver, so I need to do something about that. So apologies if my hand is in your face. But they're well used to social media and doing the being in front of the camera. For those of us a little bit longer in the tooth, it's all a bit weird, really. You don't want to spend that time, and it's not always comfortable. So that in itself is a challenge. But I'm willing to pick up that challenge and give this a go because, let's face it, it's a bit of fun. And if I can actually, Like, honestly, if I could turn this in to having a little bit of passive income, enough to pay for my coffees during the month. Oh, that reminds me, I found a thing called Buy Me a Coffee, and I I thought I'd put it on. It's on my description. However, it doesn't work at the moment because I actually set up a website. Well, I got the domain, and I'm going to set up a website. One of my many ideas, and I joined up to that buy me a coffee where you can click on it and then buy me a coffee. Figuratively speaking, and throw $5 my way or whatever it is. But unfortunately, the because I've got no content yet, or no content of any substance, that basically the buy me a coffee crowd won't accept me currently. Or no, I think it's the payment processor or something. I need to show that actually I'm a creator, I think the term is. So here I am creating at 5:30 in the morning because I had a bit of insomnia last night, which is always good fun. But I'm about to take my darling little dog for a walk. He is 14, no, well, he'll be 14 in January, so he's over 100, really. But he's currently on my bed sleeping after having a very early breakfast. So I better nip off and take him out for a pee and a poo. And my right-hand man. So anyway, so thank you again for joining me, and let's kick this off with today being the first official video of my series to get myself monetized before the 1st of February. Thank you and have a fabulous day.